Hey gang, Dallas here with Privateer Press. Last time we painted it black, and today we're going to learn how to brighten things up with fast and easy yellows. So let's get started. So I already have a base coat over this entire model. This is Gwen Keller from Company of Iron, a Signar model, and it's about 2-3 thin coats. And as you can see, like in these deep areas here under her arm, I didn't quite get a super heavy coat on there because it's fine because we're going to put some shadows in there. So it doesn't have to be a perfect even coat all the way across. And we're going to start out with some shadows. And for that, we're going to build up with a little rucksack tan. Now, there's lots of different ways to paint yellow. This is just one way. You can use different browns. Some yellows have a bit of a green tinge in the shadows. So you can play with it. And let's just start building in some preliminary shading. So nice thin paint and apply. I'm going to be very quickly two-brush blending this. And honestly, you can use any sort of technique to apply your shading and highlight. If you wanted to do layers or wet blending, that's fine. This is just my preferred way of building my shadows and my transitions. Make sure you do underneath these little rivets. Just using the tip of the brush like normal. Yellow is kind of like black. We want to kind of leave a lot of that initial yellow showing, but you also need some good contrast. And just keep working your way around till you feel like you got the appropriate amount of shadow on your model. Just work with the contours of the armor. All right, we got a general sense of the shadow blocked in on our yellow armor. It's time to move on to our second shade. For this, we'll be using Battlefield Brown. We're just going to keep this in the deepest recesses. So we're just going to start by painting in right between the armor plates. Some nice thin paint, nice point on my brush. This is definitely the patient part of your painting. You just want to really have this as just real minimal shade. The goal is to be quite minimal in between armor plates, under armor plates, stuff like that. Maybe umber for this, or your own dark brown that you mixed, some unique color that you made up. Of course, the back of this leg is very shadowy, so I'm going to bring that in, and I'll refine that here in a minute. By having the paint nice and thin, I can work with it. You can blend this out a little bit, nice and thin, just to give it more depth. All right, to begin the next step, we're going to do some highlighting. And for that, we'll be going back to our base coat of moldy ochre. We're going to be adding a little Cygnus yellow to this, just to bring out that yellow. We don't need much of the Cygnus yellow, maybe 2 to 1. We're just going to start highlighting, kind of going the opposite direction of our shadows. I'm just going to start on the opposite side of my shadows and just work your highlights around. And this will start refining all your shapes and volume. These little rivets, just anywhere that'd be catching some light. Just take your time. Remember, you're in no rush. All right, for our final touch, we're going to be adding some mid-off-white highlight to our previous color. I'm just going to put this over here, grab a bit of that, make a nice yellowy white. All right, we're just going to take this highlight. I'm just going to apply it to just extreme edges. So maybe right here, just a little highlight, just some little pop spots. Keep a nice sharp point on your brush. You can use the edge of the brush and just work your way around the model. And with it all cleaned up, you can really see the effect of the yellow armor on Lieutenant Gwen Keller. That yellow's gonna pop on the tabletop. Join me next time when we delve into the terror of Urkane with a Grimkin glow that'll fill your opponents with fear. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more videos and check out the links below for more in this series and additional information on the P3 Hobby line. Join me next time when we delve into the terror of Ukraine with some Grimkin glow effects.
The terror of Ukraine.
Join me next time when we delve into the terror of Ukraine with a Grimkin glow effect. What?
Said Ukraine.
It's not Ukraine, it's Urkane.
Join me next time when we delve into the terror of Ukraine. Why am I saying?
What? You're saying Ukraine?
It's Urkane! I don't know, something got stuck in my head. I'm on repeat.